Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back to Mother and Daughter. Today we are, I'm going to say for the month of June, not today. For the month of June, we're talking about toxic relationships or toxic personalities.
Traits.
Or traits, yeah. We're talking about those personalities or traits that people carry in relationships that you don't even realize, and it's making the relationship very toxic. It's making things very toxic for you, or it could be you that's making the relationship toxic. Whoever, somebody could be making the relationship toxic, and we are going to talk about the toxic traits and personalities. So, for today, we're talking about a narcissist personality. A narcissist personality is it's a lot. But I would say a main thing they use is manipulation. But we're gonna get more into that as we go into it. But they have an exaggerated sense of self-importance. They think they're more important than other people. They feel like other people are less than them or inferior to them. They feel like, it's like they feel like they're really just above, top notch. And then the people that they hang with, they try to hang with people that they think is,
above them.
All of that. Or not above them, but
on the level where they are.
Yeah. Or where they think they should be. Yeah. It's like they try to be around people like that.
Yeah. And people that they feel that are beneath them. They don't want to have anything to do with them, or they want to put them down.
Yeah. But then if they're jealous of you, that's the thing too. If they're jealous of you, they want you to feel like you're less than them. Mm-hmm. But they very well can be jealous of you,
right,
and don't like you, or,
Yeah.
They have a really flipped personality that they have that is kind of like, unless you experience it, it's like, what? But then when you really experience a narcissist personality, it's like, whoa, I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
It's like, whoa. And it comes in form of man and woman, not just, because I always hear like where you have women that talk about, I was with a narcissist, I blah blah blah, and they down like men are only narcissists. No,
but
women are narcissists as well. Women can be narcissists as well.
Yes.
And they try to hide theirs.
Yeah.
They try to hide it like they're innocent and so sweet and don't do nothing wrong, and they be the very one in the relationship manipulating that man.
Yeah.
Manipulating the man.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna talk about, like we said, the traits, the things the signs, the things that you can see
to see if you one or somebody else that you around is a narcissist.
You have a friend that's a narcissist.
Yeah.
You got a girlfriend that's like, you and her, y'all supposed to be best friends, and she could be a narcissist flipping on you.
Mm-hmm.
Getting up on you, and you thinking you the one that's something wrong with you.
Something wrong with you, and she asking, Lord, something wrong with me. They even lack the ability of understanding and share the feelings of others. In other words,
they lack empathy.
Yeah.
They lack, like you said, understanding people. They lack
feelings of other people.
Yeah. Like if you feel hurt or down about something, they lack that understanding of really feeling what you feel.
Yeah.
If you feel frustrated, say you're in a relationship with somebody or a narcissist, and you feel frustrated and aggravated, and you trying to express it, they're not gonna understand how you feel. Mm-hmm. They can't even grasp how you feel because they're so locked up with themselves, how they feel. Till what you feel is like, they can't get it. It just can't soak in.
Yeah.
They'll flip it. They'll actually flip how you feel and make it seem like you're attacking them, or make it seem like you're the one that's wrong. You're the one that's the issue. You're the one that's coming at them. They'll take it in that form.
They sure will.
And they'll make it like they're the victim and you're the one that's hurting them. Even though you're the one that's hurting about something, they'll flip it and make it like they're the one.
Yeah. And they think they're the center of attraction.
They want to be the center of attraction with things. They like to be the spotlight.
The spotlight.
Everybody
Go
talking
ahead.
about them. Sorry, no.
Go ahead.
Everybody talking about them. Everybody praising them.
Mm-hmm.
It was one. I'll say, for example, it was a person that I was like friends with, and this particular person, I would talk to them, you know, and it was like we would have a simple conversation, and the conversation we would like say if we're talking about stuff with family or kids or something, this person will always find a way to bring it back to them and their kids and their family. And it would be like, okay, like it's cool to talk about your family, your kids, you know, that's cool. I'm not nothing against that. But then when a person is always turning and talking about, you know, talking about themselves, it's like, okay, can we ever talk about anything any different? Mm-hmm. Can we talk about life? Can we talk about the news? Can we, you know, like something different? But it was like this person will always flip it. Mm-hmm. To be able to talk about themselves. Or if we was around people or family members or certain ones, it was like this person would say something about my kid or something. This person would flip it and start talking about their kid. My kid know how to do this, blah, 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 blah. And he'd be like, okay, you know what? Let's just leave this alone. Let's not even talk about this. That's a narcissist personality. They will flip because the attention is on someone else. They will flip it to make it about them.
Right, because first of all, they're envious of you.
Yeah.
And they think others are really envy of them.
Yeah. That's so
true. And jealous of them.
Yeah.
And so they try to flip the script all the time.
Yeah.
To make it, like she said, about them.
Yep.
It's about me. It's about me.
Because they're so insecure.
Yeah.
And they, like you said, they want that attention on them and not on the other person.
Yeah.
So they try to, like she said, they manipulate and twist it right back to them. And if you're not really one to pay attention, you won't even notice that that's what a person is doing. Mm-hmm. But they'll do it so in ways that you be like,
yeah.
And like I said, for me, it was like this person that I got sick of it because it was like, I don't always want to talk about your life. And not saying anything wrong with talking about a person's life. Don't get me wrong. But when it always just goes back to you talking about your kids and what they can do, or, you know, different things, and it's like, oh, I just want to talk about something funny I seen today, or something I seen on the news, you know. It's like I can't even have a simple just conversation like that. And I felt like that wasn't the friendship for me, so I had to break off from it.
They also too tell lies and falsely accuse you.
Yeah.
They will lie in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And they will falsely accuse you.
And they'll twist too. They'll twist stuff that you could tell them something, and they'll twist it and turn it into a lie.
Yeah.
They will turn it into a lie and have other people looking at you crazy.
Sure will. And
you be trying to figure out what in the world, they will do that for real. Because I have experienced even that with a narcissist person, where you would confide. Because for me, like I said, and even when I talked about it in the depression video, I would open up to certain ones, and it was one in particular I had opened up to, and this person took my stuff and twisted and flipped it and lied and said I said stuff that I don't even know what, and had folks looking at me crazy, and looking at them like they the angel, they the sweetest thing ever, and was lying
like
on
they
me
got
all
it going
along.
on, and they and all along.
Yeah. A narcissist person will really have you thinking like they really, like she said, they got it going on. They really doing something. They really, I got it all together. Yeah. They feel like they have it all together. When really deep down inside, they know they don't, but they want people to look at them like they do.
Yeah.
They want people. And that's why I say, don't just think that it's just men that are narcissists, because women do those very same things. Mm-hmm. They just do it in a way where you just kind of overlook
more
it.
Settled.
Yeah, it's more settled. It is.
It's more settled.
And it will have that man thinking like he's the one that's always wrong.
Yeah.
You have women that really manipulate men to think that they're wrong. They're always wrong in a relationship. They're always doing this. They're always that. And they're not good enough.
Yeah.
And you have men that just deal with it and deal with it and deal with it. And they have all these insecurities because of that woman.
Yeah.
Don't just think it's men that do this to women, because there's women that do it to men as well. Mm-hmm. And it frustrates me when I see women always talking about men that's narcissists. It's women that are narcissists as well. Yeah. I have seen it even in friendships with me and my husband that we have had, and you have a narcissist woman that have pulled a man away. A narcissist woman, they'll pull the man away from their friends, make lies and do things to try to pull them away, to isolate them. Because that's what they try to do. They try to isolate a person, and they even themselves. It's like they connect with people, but they not really.
They kind of
unless you're beneficial to them. Yeah, they disconnect. And they like to just use you as a benefit. Yeah. If you're not beneficial to them, they don't want to be bothered with you. But if you're an asset to them, you got something going, or you got something they want or like, they're gonna be friends with you. They're gonna, give you the attention.
Yeah, and they will lie. They will cry. That's what I was gonna say. They will cry and make you think that they are really telling the truth about stuff. And all along, they're controlling, they're lying, they're manipulating, deceiving you, or whoever they're telling the story to, or whatever they're doing.
Have you thinking like whoever they talking about is the one that's wrong? Yeah. And like they the victim, they the one that just, oh my gosh. Yeah. That they really will. They will have you thinking that. And like I said, it ain't just men, it's women too that do it. It's women that do it, and they'll sit there and act like, oh no, I ain't. Like they just good. And it's like, no. We open your eyes, really see that it's not just a thing of when you think of narcissists, that it's just men. We're trying to open your eyes to see that narcissists can be a man or a woman. Yeah. This personality can be in either one. And it can be toxic for relationships, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a marriage or a boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever it is, it can be toxic. It can. That person can be toxic, and it causes a relationship to be very toxic.
Because what they're trying to do is get control over you. They want to control you. They want to have free course with you, and say what they want to say, do what they want to do, and
make you feel like, like you said, they want you to feel like it's okay with whatever they do.
They do, yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. It's okay if they always get the attention. It's okay. They really.
It's okay if they do somebody wrong. Yeah. And don't apologize, because they won't apologize. Yeah. That's another thing. You will never get an apology.
Sure. Ooh.
You will never get an apology. You apologize, but they won't.
They won't apologize to you.
They won't.
And they will drag you through the mud, the dirt, everything, and still won't apologize to you. Feel like you did them wrong. Yeah. They'll put up everything that you did wrong, but they will not say a word about what they have done. And they can have 10, 20, 30, 100 skeletons in their closet, but they will not. They will not.
They're not going to dispose.
Nope. They won't.
Theirs.
They will not.
So.
And that's why you have to really pay attention to a narcissist personality. It was another one. They're arrogant. That's what I wanted to bring out. How they're arrogant. They're haughty. Like she said, that goes along with not apologizing. They're so arrogant and haughty that they will not apologize. They feel like they just, like, I ain't do nothing. Yeah. That was your fault.
Like they're above apologizing.
Yeah. And they'll feel like they're trying to make it like, that's your fault. I wouldn't have said it if you wouldn't have made me mad. They'll say stuff like that. I wouldn't have reacted like this if they wouldn't have did that. Yeah. Yeah. That's how a narcissist person really act. Yeah. It is so crazy to see, because you be like, whoa. Like I said, unless you really know the signs or the symptoms of the personality, you are amazed. Because I know for me, I was amazed when I really found out what a narcissist is. It was like, whoa, I've encountered many of narcissist people. And I'm going to say, being a woman, having friendships with other women that turned the relationship toxic, it was like, oh, no, that's what they were. That's what they were. And it's so crazy to see, like I said, because you always hear them talk about men, but I didn't encounter some women, and I thought they were really friends of mine, and they was toxic. They was toxic. And I had to let the friendship go. I really had to let the friendship go.
I knew the same family members.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's narcissists.
Yeah, that's for real.
And you put up with it, but I didn't know that at the time it was narcissist until we began to kind of search into what a narcissist personality or traits are. And when I was like, oh my gosh, this is that oh, what? Oh, Lord. And you really will see that.
Yeah.
And you have, like you said, like, she said, you have to be careful as not being a narcissist person too.
Yeah.
It'll help you to kind of be able to balance your life and your personality and your traits to see, because it'll cause you to look at you. Dang, let me see, am I a narcissist? Am I that type of person? Because I don't want to be a narcissist. And when I began to look at it, I was like, oh no, Lord, I don't want to be no narcissist person, because they nasty and rude. They're, to me, a narcissist person.
Yeah, and the thing is, they're very sneaky.
And
they portray like they're the sweetest. And that's what even said, Fries, when you first meet them, they can seem like the sweetest, most loving person.
Yeah.
But once they get you into their clutch, it's like, whoa, they flip. They're totally different. And it's subtle. It's not even like I ain't gonna say a total flip.
Yeah.
It's like a subtle way of how they reel you in and make you think, oh, they're so sweet. Oh my gosh, they are. And then they begin to do stuff in little ways. They begin to say stuff in little ways. They begin to flip stuff and make it like, you're the issue. You're the one that's wrong. Like she said, it's ways where they'll do stuff and they'll say things, whether it's lies even about you, or they'll, whatever they do, they'll do things, and then they'll make it like it was you the one that did the wrong. It was you the one that hurt them, that came against them. It was you the one that was trying to pressure them into. It's kind of like a situation, a person that we had encountered, and actually it came out to us, this story where this person was lying on her about a particular thing that she was trying to make them do what she wanted them to do. And they was feeling frustrated about it, and they was telling lies to people and saying that she was trying to, control their life, trying to control what they do. And it came out, it was really God that brought it out to light, because it was like, what? When she found out, it was like, what? I ain't never tried to, when one thing with her, she's one that she'll give you advice, but if you don't take it, that's on you. That's on you. And this particular person took that and manipulated and made lies out of the thing, and had other people thinking like she was just trying to control this person's life. Had other people just really looking badly on my mom. And it was like, whoa. But it's amazing how God has sent a person to let you know the truth. And send a person to say, this person lying about you. This person, because that's what the person did. They came and told, hey, this person was lying about you. This person said this or that. It was like, wow, Lord, thank you. Lord, thank you. And how God still showed the truth, even through, for other people, he still showed the truth. And still show, see, nah. So even with that, if you are a person that's dealing with a narcissist, God will turn that thing around for your good. When you continue to serve him, you continue to move in him, show love. You don't have to be in that relationship. Move forward. And show love and kindness. And God will move on your behalf even more.
Sure will.
But you don't have to stay in a toxic relationship like that. You do not.
Whether you're married, whether you're single, whether you're, like she said, girlfriend,
a friendship,
whatever relationship, you do not have to stay in it. You do not have to, have that person. No, you better start looking at yourself. And if you do stay in it, you just have to be frank and front. No, you are not. You're flat out. Sometimes you have to tell a person what they are too. You are a narcissist type person. That's your personality, and you're not getting ready to put that off on me. And you need some help. You need therapy.
And if they don't want to accept it, then you do need to move forward.
Yeah, you do.
But if they accept it and say, you know what, I do need help, because we're not saying that they can't get help. You can get help.
Yeah, you can.
You can get some therapy for a person or whatever. You can get some help for a person if they really desire help.
Because a narcissist person, when I was looking upon it, a lot of times it comes from their childhood, something from their childhood with a parent, with a adopted parent, or with friends or something, excuse me, that it comes from that childhood. And it causes you to and grow up and you end up because of whatever trauma or whatever happened
or dysfunction
in your childhood.
That is very true.
And so they take that from their childhood and bring it into a relationship, and it keeps going and going and going until somewhere it has to stop. It has to stop. You know,
and the thing is, it has to be, even if, like you said, you shed light. They have to accept and say, okay, you know what, I want to change. And if they don't, then apparently they don't want to change.
And it ain't gonna get no better for you.
No. They're going to continue.
And you're going to be continuing to be like, oh, what's wrong with me? What'd I do? I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to hurt the person. No, because it really ain't you.
It was one more part I did want to bring out that I forgot. It was a part where it said about how they can't handle when they're not the center of attention. They can't handle when pressure is on them. They can't handle stuff like that. And I wanted to bring that out because I have seen that too, where a person will get mad and upset and can't handle somebody else being upfront, somebody else being, liked by a bunch of people. They'll try to go and twist up other people's perception of you.
Sure will.
And try to make it seem like you something else, or you ain't right, or you this, and you that. They'll go and flip that thing and make it like you just, so it can seem like they're the one. And and the crazy thing is, you have people that will believe this person. Instead of really thinking like, why are they trashing this person? You have people that go along with a narcissist and be believing what they say, like, oh,
they're copycats.
Really? Yes, they will copy stuff of other people and make it seem like that person copying them. Make it like that person doing what they doing.
Sure will.
That is for real. And you really do. You have to watch out because they will have you like, and you'll be questioning yourself. You'll be questioning yourself. You feel like, is this something wrong with me? Am I doing something? What in the world? It'll really have you. They'll have you questioning you.
And I think that's why you have two people that, you know how you hear cases, or even I'm saying, because what came to me, you know how you have lifetime stories and people copying and doing things. That really be narcissists. They don't put it out there and say the name, but that really be narcissists, that personalities, and because they can't get their way and do what they want, some people go to a point of wanting to murder. You know what I'm saying? That's why all of that stuff is going on, because you have that. So
and it go ahead. It like you said, stemmed from childhood issues. Whether it was a thing if they didn't get attention as a child, or they feel like they was rejected, or and of course we all have some type of different trauma or different issues, but a narcissist will take it different mentally. Mentally they take stuff differently. And then they'll begin to react as they get older. Whether it was a thing of, like I said, rejection, or they didn't get enough attention. So when they get older and they get relationships and friendships, they get upset when the attention is not on them. They get aggravated, or they'll reject people that try to open up or come bring the, try to bring them in and try to care for them. They'll kind of shun you away because they're so used to distance. They're so used to rejection that they'll and not even knowingly really realizing they'll reject you. They'll reject you. And not accept you. And the crazy thing is, in their mind, they feel like, well, you're rejecting me. It's not that you rejecting them. It's them rejecting you. So it really is a mental disorder with a narcissist personality. And they really do, when it's extreme like that, they really need help. They really need help because they really feel like they feel like they're perfect. But yet they have all the insecurities, they have all the different things that they don't like about themselves. But to another person, oh no, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not, they're in denial.
They are.
Of really how they are. They're in denial. And that's the thing that, like you said, when you're encountering a narcissist personality, the best thing to do is pray for them, but you got to move forward.
Yeah.
Especially if it's hindering you or is causing the relationship to be toxic, or even relationships around you to be toxic, because they can cause it where the relationships around you begin to be toxic and bad. And to the point where people start distancing themselves from you. It ain't you that's the issue, it's the partner that you're with.
Yeah.
But people start pulling away. And that's what happened. That's what I was saying. An example with my husband, the friendship he had, it was like the partner was causing friction between him and his friend, and he had to start pulling away.
Yeah.
He had to start pulling away.
Yeah.
Because he really cared about this friend, but it was like the wife was toxic. And it was like, nope, I can't do this. I can't do this. Yeah. And me being a wife supporting my husband, it was like, you can't allow, if a person, it's different if he stand and not allow his wife to come in between the relationship, but he wasn't. And when a person not, you just got to break away and say, hey, and maybe later on he'll realize, I can't allow my wife to keep breaking all my friendships. But like I said, you have to really get to a point, if you're dealing with a toxic relationship, a narcissist personality, you got to really say, you know what, I can't do this no more. I got to let this go.
Yeah.
I got to let it go.
Yeah. And that's true.
But that is pretty much it for a narcissist personality. There's more things about them that you can kind of go look it up, put in narcissist personality and kind of break it down more. But like we said, those are things that we have encountered just personally with narcissist people.
Yeah.
So like we said, if you see something like that, or you have encountered, you may be in a relationship with it, or somebody could be in a relationship with a person like that, or whatever the case, I would say really dig more into it and begin to pray and say, Lord, break me from this, or break whoever it is from that, because it's very toxic, and it can bring you down mentally to the point where you can go into depression.
Yeah.
So honestly, you got to, when it's toxic, you got to move away from toxic people, toxic situations. You just got to move away from it.
You do.
You got to move away.
And it's no sin.
Yeah.
It's no sin to get people like that out of your life.
Yeah.
Or to help them.
Yeah, God said He wants us to have life and life more abundantly.
Yeah.
So even in that, when you are dealing with toxic stuff like that, that's not life. That's frustration. That's aggravation.
Sure is, and it pulls
that can
you
pull
down.
you down. Yeah, pull you down into a pit. Because that's what I said when I talked about it in the depression video. That was a narcissist person that was pulling me down into a pit. And it was a friendship, and it was like, nope, I got to get out. And when God brought me out, it was like, freedom. Yeah. So you do, and that's what He told me. He told me, I'm giving you life and life more abundantly. And that's what God will do. When you break yourself away from people like that, He will give you life. And when I say life, that's joy, that's laughter, that's peace. Peace in your mind, peace in your relationships.
Yes. Because He said, who the Son set free
is free indeed.
And you can be free.
You
indeed.
can. Free from people.
From people and things like that. Relationships like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, look into it more if you want to really look into it more. But pay attention to the people around you, because you could be dealing with a narcissist. And that's what we wanted to talk about for this week. Narcissist personality. Really pay attention, and like you said, pray about it. If you see it in some type of relationship, or even in yourself, and you say, God, I want deliverance, He can deliver you. He can set you free.
Yes, He can.
If you have that. He can set you free. Like she said, who the Son sets free is free indeed. He can set whoever He wants free if you want it.
Yes.
He wants you free.
Yes.
But you got to want it as well.
Yes.
So, so whoever it is around you, if it's you or other people, whoever, pray about it. Pray.
And get rid of it.
Get it out. Get it gone.
Amen. Amen. And you might say, well, this is not the, sometimes God will lead you into, it may seem like we're still into depression, but we're not in depression. We're really just, and it may mentally, it's still mental state that we really are in personalities that can take you into different mental states, take you into it as well as that person being in it. It'll take you into it. So
And we just want to help get out of a toxic relationship if that's what you're in.
Amen.
Because God don't put us with toxicness. He does not. God wants us to have joy, peace, laughter.
Love.
Yeah, love.
Yeah.
He wants us to have the fruits of his spirit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Alrighty then.
But we're going to see y'all next time.
Don't forget to go to our Instagram,
TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all of those channels. Purchase her book, A Cry from Within. Go support as much as you can. Support. We even have PayPal as well.
Yeah.
Our PayPal is connected to everything. If you want to be a blessing and donate, we have PayPal as well that you can donate and be a blessing to.
Yes.
So,
and share, like, and know that this is just the beginning of what God is doing for us. And as you come and be a part of it, you're gonna see more. God is moving. God is blessing. It may be a slow process, but it's okay. God is in it. And you will. Small beginnings. Amen. And if you stick with us, you will be blessed.
Amen.
Because we are blessed people.
Amen.
Well, we love you.
Bye.
See you next time. Bye-bye.